Hey everybody. In this recording, we're going to talk about how we create detailed drawings in Onshape. I'm using figure 653 here as the example. To begin, I want to make sure that all my properties are set. So if you have not set the properties, we need to do that. Okay, so the part studio is named by the name of the part and then also the description. And then the actual part itself, same thing. No spaces for the name, right? I put a space there for the description. And these names will become more intricate later, but right now we're pretty basic. Category is still a part. I put in a part number here, just so you can see what it does. We'll talk about part numbers later, so I put 123-456-789-001. We'll talk about what part numbers mean later on in the semester. And left revision is 1, it's the first revision. Alright, hit apply and save that. And now we're going to create our drawing. So we're going to go down here to the plus, add new element, we're going to create a drawing. You all should see inside shared with me the templates that I've created. Okay, these are all ANSI templates, so the same format we've been drawing with all last year. CHS is the Civil High School, right? It's just the acronym I put before it, and then ANSI because they're ANSI formats, and then size A or size D in inches and millimeters. A is 8.5 by 11, D is 2 feet by 3 feet. But we're going to do size A for this. We'll click OK. It creates the drawing using that template. Everyone has access to the template, so everyone's drawing should look similar when everything's said and done. Pulls it up. We're going to have the figure selected here. We need to put these views into the drawing. So after that's selected, I'm going to place my front view, let's say here. Okay, we'll click. And then I'll pan up and I'll place my top view. So it's going to place 2 by default. And we want to make sure that this is still selected projected view, which it is. So then all I do is click that front view. And then I can create the right view by panning over to the right. There. And then that's created the right view. And then we're going to need to create the isometric view. So front view selected. I'm going to just drop this up over here. All set. Perfect. Let's put some dimensions in. Real quick before we do dimensions, you see how I populated the title block at the bottom. It's the name of the file, the description of it, the part number, revisions, sheet numbers, materials and set. We'll talk about that stuff later. Scale, the drawing right now, and size A. Also put your name and the date in there automatically. Gotta love it. Okay, let's dimension. So we're going to use the dimension tool, and I'm going to come here and do this front view first. I'm going to put in dimension here, 7, and we're going to put in this height of 1.2. I'm going to dimension from this point here to the center of the circle, which is 3. Okay. And we're going to do the radius. The hole is going to be slightly different. I'm going to select the actual hole and not the counter bore. Okay. We'll set the hole there. Okay. We're going to hit escape so we're not dimensioning. We got to add in the counter bore information. Okay. So to do this, we're going to double click on the text. Okay. We're going to need to add 2x. I don't like the way they have it formatted. I'm going to format it my way. In other words, there's 2 holes, counter bore diameter 0.2 or 2, excuse me, and then the depth is 0.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2x space in front of the diameter symbol. After this text, I'll do this again so you can see. We're going to do the counter bore symbol. So I'm going to select here, insert symbol, counter bore, space 2.00. Enter, next line, and use the depth symbol. Okay, space 0.50. Perfect. All done. nice clean text there for the hole. Before moving to other views, and just to finish up this view, I'm gonna, while this view is selected, so I clicked on it so it's selected, I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna show hidden lines. Perfect. Yeah, so we get a little bit more property, or a little bit more options here. When we do threads, you can hide the threads. You can make this view shaded. I don't want to make the view shaded. I like it the way it is. I'll end up making the isometric view shaded. But yeah, that's how you can do that. We're gonna move up here now to the top view, and we're going to I'm gonna go ahead and add the show hidden lines right now. Okay, let's dimension this view. And so we've done the width. We need a depth dimension, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, I also needed to show where the hole is in conjunction. And then same thing for and so I'm gonna need to reformat this a little bit. It's a little bit bunched up. Unclicked. It escaped, so I'm not dimensioning. Now I'm going to just move this out a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, it's too bunched up before. That's better. Okay. And the right view, we're going to make sure that the hidden lines are on here. Show hidden lines. And then we have the isometric view. I'm going to click it. I'm going to show shaded view. Let that populate there. And we get that. Pretty easy. Okay, so what else is left? Well, I'm going to need to add some center marks and center lines. So I'm going to go ahead and place the center mark in, click that, and I'm going to select the circle. Good. I'm going to select that circle. Good. Much better that way. More noticeable what you need to do, right? 2-point center line, so I'm going to need a center line here, from here to here. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing here. Let me zoom in so you can see what's going on. I'm going to click there. Go. Okay. We're also going to need center lines for 2-point center line for a circle. You also 3-point center line for a circle. So I'll show you 2 points. So we're going to set this here. Oh, excuse me. It's going to. This is what this does is it's. I'm in the wrong format. That's the center line, a circle center line. So if you want to add a center line here for the actual circle, you're going to have to plug it in. That's my bad. All right, do this to here. Okay. And here to here. I'm going to format this a little bit. I don't like how that is pulled to there. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to delete this dimension. I don't like how this dimension line is on top of that center line. I'm going to redo this dimension. It looks cleaner this way, so now I'm just going to go from that point to this point. That's better. Okay. And then I have one more circle I need to finish dimensioning this. So just not to get confused, this is that visible edge there. It's not a line. It's that visible edge right there. It just shows looks like a line. We're going to put in center line there. It makes it look real cumbersome here, and I'll show you what we can do. We're going to put that there. So yeah, this I don't like that. So we're going to right-click this, tangent edges hidden. So it hides that edge there when that tangent edge is hidden, because that is a tangent. That circle is tangent into that face there. By hand, tangent edge is hidden, it goes away. And we got one more circle here. to do. I'm gonna end up deleting these dimensions. I realize this afterwards, because once I put my center lines in, I don't want the things to overlap. Right? Just it's gonna be cleaner that way. Plug that in there. We'll do one more over here. All right, let's plug those dimensions back in. Ideally, I should have thought that through, but it's okay. I'm gonna put that there. All right, and I believe we are done. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. All set. And that's how you create that drawing. And then you have this drawing here done. You can rename this drawing, right? We're gonna name it. Go figure. What are we gonna do it? Figure 653. It's all kind of redundant, right? So leave that like that. I'm going to close that. And then what I'm going to end up doing is, once all said and done, we can create a PDF of this. And then we can go ahead and print. Let it block this pop-up, my pop-up blocker. Pulls this up. Perfect. We have this file. By downloading it, let's see what it does. I haven't even tried this yet. What is it gonna? It's a PDF file. Perfect. PDF file, and that's what ends up getting. You save this on your computer, and that's what gets submitted to me. That PDF file on Canvas, and we're all done.